Hey guys, what is up? It's Magic Cake here, and welcome back to another episode of Life of Cake. In today's episode, I'm going to show you my new layout, where I have redesigned my room to make it a better recording space. And the other thing is I watched How to Train Your Dragon 3, The Hidden World, so I'm going to issue out a spoiler alert. Right, I'll do the How to Train Your Dragon bit at the end, and do another warning beforehand. Okay, so let's get on with it. As you can probably tell, it's not just a white background anymore. I have my toys, and yes, I am 21, and I still have toys. Don't judge me, because everyone has toys. Everyone has things that have sentimental value. These things over here, they have a lot of sentimental value to me. They're not very expensive things, but I love them. Okay? Don't judge. Next thing, I've redesigned my room because my room needs redesigning desperately. So here is a small clip of how things are laid out now. Just come back from the cinema, and I watched How to Train Your Dragon 3. It is a fantastic film. Scratch that, it's a fantastic trilogy. I just wish I watched the first two films before I went to see the other one, but technically, I watched it this morning, but I didn't know I was going to watch it this morning. Like, you just go out, and you're just like, oh my god, it's on now. Should I go? Shouldn't I? Should I? No. Yes. Yes. No. No. Yes. Yes. Let's do this. So, I took notes, because I always seem to go into the cinema with a paper and pen, because I'm always taking notes on things just for you guys. So, the film raised a few questions for me, but that's just because I'm autistic. So my first question is, historically, Vikings, which are the stars of the show, Vikings come from Norway. No Norwegian accent, and I love the Norwegian accent. Like, it's amazing. Like, there's the Northern Lights, and they are seen in Norway most of the time. So you know that it's somewhere up north by Norway. Okay? Okay, that's the first thing that bothered me. The second thing that bothered me about the film is there is like a highly thing with the Holocaust and World War II, that sort of thing. There's like a lot of racism between human and dragon in the film. Like the bad guy, he's Russian. I don't know, but he specifically said that dragons are an inferior species to humans. I mean, that's not true. If you got that, I'm going to use dragons as a metaphor now, but if an animal, and all animals have a right to live, but some animals you kind of need to use for nutrients. That's the whole point. That's how the world works. You kind of need you hunt them to eat them. You don't hunt them to have them as decoration. You don't hunt them to say, oh, look at me, I've just killed this Night Fury. You can't do that. It's just like, they have value as well, you know? Especially Night Furies. Oh, they're adorable. Right. There is the comedic side, so it's not all like war and death and violence, even though there is a lot of death and violence in the film. But it's kind of, there are like a load of comedic parts, like where Bud is trying to impress the Light Fury. Never mess with a Light Fury, by the way. She will burn you. It's amazing. And she has amazing abilities as well. Like, she has camouflage, which is fantastic. She can literally just disappear. Like, she shoots one of her blasts, she flies into it, and it's just... And that brings out a new ability in Toothless, where he can take the thunder around from different storm clouds and use that to camouflage himself. Like, it is incredible. Whoa! So there are some comedic parts of the film, like when he's trying to dance, he's trying to do that mating thing that animals do to impress each other to find their mate. But it doesn't work because Toothless can't dance. But he does start drawing in the sand, and that's what makes a Light Fury like Toothless. Ah, it's lovely. Proper little love story. Oh, it's amazing. But there are some sad parts. And when I say sad, I'm talking like Ash turned to stone and Pikachu starting crying. That sort of level of it's like Marley and me type sadness. For example, a bit where you're near the end, you know that Toothless is going to go. He's not going to stay around. He's going to go off with his Light Fury girlfriend and go off and make his own family. And we know that's going to happen like quite a bit in. And then Hiccup gives him his freedom, and he leaves. And then he has to go. Then Hiccup goes to like the hidden world just to try and make sure that he's safe if he's coming back, and he realizes that he belongs there. He can't. Like, there was not a dry eye in that cinema, including me. Shredder. It was that then Hiccup and Astrid got in danger, so Stormfly and Bud had to go and save them, which means that they had to go out of the Forgotten World, the Hidden World, sorry, and then just land like outside where the Burkians were setting up base because they got chased from their home. And oh my! And then afterwards, Hiccup realizes that it's not just Toothless that needs to go. It's not just Stormfly that needs to go. It's every dragon to keep them all safe, to finally get his victory of keeping Dragonkind safe. He has to let them all go underground until it's safe for them and humans to coexist together. And that's not going to be anytime soon. So the final bit it's not the final bit, but this would have been like the perfect ending to the trilogy. All the dragons go. No more dragons on Berk, no more dragons in the archipelago, no more dragons in the world. It's just humans. So and that would be a perfect ending. You're meant to feel happy for the dragons that they finally found safety, but then you don't want to let them go. It's just like I changed my mind. It is Marley and me level sadness. You come to grow up with Toothless and the gang, and it's but anyway. That'd be the perfect ending. But years after, Astrid and Hiccup are married. Now they have 2 kids. They go trying to find Toothless, and they find him. And then it's just like that one little visit. They have a family. Toothless and the Light Fury have a family, and it's just they go meet like once. And then that's it. Off. And now gone. But that's all. That's all that's happened this week. The How to Train Your Dragon third film, end of the trilogy. The trilogy is the greatest trilogy of all time. It is amazing. The film isn't as good as the first or the second film, but it is spectacular. The scenes, every scene was stunning, and I have to thank everyone at DreamWorks who had worked on the film for giving us Toothless, Stormfly, and the rest of the dragons, and the Berkians, and the enemies, because it is a fantastic film, and I think it's one of the greatest of all time, like high up there with like Pokemon and Harry Potter. It is fantastic, and I highly recommend that you all go and watch the film. And that is all. If you like this video, if you like this week's Life of Cake, please give me a like, please share, and please subscribe. You can click the bell by the subscribe button to get notified of whenever I upload. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at MathForCake41. And that's annoying. And I will see you in another video. Goodbye.